Alright. It's 10:30. Vampires on time. All of you. So that means all you better be here. I got some poetry to read to some cute anime girls. Alright, so Vampire's just gonna continue because he doesn't want to waste a lot of time. So last stream Vampire was an excellent leader. Vampire apologizes because he was supposed to do a stream last night, but it slipped in his mind. He was watching another fellow VTuber. Let's see, who was he watching? Hold on. Vampire is bad at this stuff. Vampire forgets names easily. Vampire was watching Packrin. So Vampire kind of let time slip. Vampire's always missing, you know, time's a construct of Vampire. But last time, you know what? Last time we joined the literature club, even though Vampire thinks we should have been in the anime club. And here we are. We just wrote another poem. You can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Okay. So, so for our first impressions, Vampire thinks Yuri is best girl. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Zach. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehehe. Vampire wonders if you're gonna make weird sounds again. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? A snack? No thanks. Hold on. Have y'all not seen this the whole time? Hold on. Let's see. Let's retry this. Okay. And, okay. I'm gonna try this. It wouldn't be a VTuber stream if it wasn't scuffed. That's not like you at all. Oh, there we go. I see it moving now. Okay. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the classroom. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. See, Sayori's kinda devious. Gotta watch out for her. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. Objection! This just turns into, what is it? What is that game? The one where it's the, it was like Foul or something like that? No, I don't think, nah. Artemis Foul, I'm thinking of something else. Whatever, y'all let me know in the comments. It's the Japanese game where they're like, oh yeah, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Thanks. Thank you, Dead Shadow. 781. And so they only leaves the one option. Oh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Hey, look who's back again. Thanks for joining the stream, Demos Live 3S. Yeah, your name's hard to say. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Zach to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and I have to accept their retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's the little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hey. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But... You wouldn't have come if it wasn't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Hehehe. Oh! Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and stumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Dang, that aim though. Day Must Lives. Oh, that's the name of a Greek god? Yeah, well, I'm Team Hades. Ah! Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh, it's so good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I've been my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hehe. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite at Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth. No, I'm gonna do it again. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. seems like Monica might be on a date. Ski whoa! Ooh. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yuri, I wouldn't go that far. Look, Yuri, look into my hypnotic, vampiric eyes. You are best girl. You shouldn't be putting yourself down like this. Hey, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose a club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Zach. Monica smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Haha, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave that serious, mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Yuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. I feel like you're giving me clues. Damus. I just don't know what the clues are. So I'm just going to obliviously march forward. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared in the closet. Hey Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. That's the case. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Oh yeah, long legs gang, where you at? Vampire fact. I'm actually 5'11", but when I wear my really tall platform boots, it makes me 6 feet tall. The perks of having a goth fashion. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. Yeah, what kind of business? Yeah, Monica, is this really your business? That's what I want to know. Is it why everyone taller than me? I don't know, man. It's just, That's how it is. I was honestly, as a human, I was a late bloomer. Like, it took me up till like high school to start getting tall. In elementary and middle school, back when Vampire was a human, he was the shortest in his class. And then all of a sudden, he grew. Ah. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Zach in club activities? I feel like the way that's like phrased kind of almost tripped me up, but yeah, I got it. My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Zach. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said it. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Zach, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because I love you. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Zach, I really like being friends with you. Ah! Vampire's been friend zoned. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we filled the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. Zach, do you like oolong tea? I'm more of a hot chocolate kind of guy, but you know, oolong tea, it's fine. Oh yeah, anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Zach. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I'll watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Zach, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunch over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I love tea. Always have it around morning and night times. Sweet! Well, I'm glad you like tea. I'm not really much of a tea guy, but hey. If it's good enough, like, I'll only drink tea because like this is actually a tip I've heard when it comes to like doing like scream vocals, is like having either milk or tea like really helps like with your throat and all that. I retrieved the book from my bag. It's some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Sirius Candy Radar. I take it since they'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. I just gotta say, just off topic, the art and the illustration in this game is actually really good. Like, I like it a lot. This kind of art style is really cute. Yuri opens the book with both hands. I don't know if I read that or not. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me, like she needs to confirm what just happened. Zach? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that our friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. This reminds me of like that anime trope where the main character is like with this girl that's really cute, and you can tell that both characters kind of like each other, but it's just a matter of like, you know, what's it gonna be that's finally gonna make them like, you know, come together? Like, what is it gonna be, that one moment, that one scenario that finally pushes them into like actually like, you know, admitting their feelings and being together? Like, I feel like that's always been like a anime trope that I actually kind of really dig. If it goes on for too long though, like, here's my thing. If that trope goes on for too long though, then at that point it's just ridiculous, and I'm like, all right, just get to it already. Like, if you do it for like maybe 5 or 6 episodes or something like that, for like a 12 episode anime series, then okay, yeah, that's fine. But like, doing it for like 8 or 10 episodes. At that point, I'm just like, geez, come on, just get to it already. So you gotta have a balance with that kind of stuff. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Yuri jolts back. That was, like, super abrupt. It's time to share poems! Say, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Trust me, all the times I watch a romance anime and seeing that trope, I had that time. I literally talking to the main character. Okay, okay. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. God, I love Linkin Park. We hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Oh boy. Alright, well, I don't know, let's get Natsuki out of the way. I liked your last one better. Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you're a little more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. It felt flat. You mean, like your chest? Guy! The biggest oopsie. No recovery. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. It's a bit pretentious. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS, ha! Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Dang. Maybe I shouldn't have started with her. Maybe this was a mistake. Well, everyone has their own opinion. But my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Alright, here we go. Amy likes spiders. Being cryptic is fun. Natsuki G's. Make the simple-minded use their brain more. As are true. Amy likes spiders. You know what I learned about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. What is her favorite love song? Is it Kissed by a Rose? Is it the Guargura version? Because that's the best version. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Well, I mean, you know, I'm not a fan of spiders either, but I feel like it's kind of a bit overboard. Quickie by Miguel is a good love song. Oh wait, it's about having a... Nah, moving on. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. I mean, you know, Big Time Rush is... I wouldn't say guilty pleasure, but you know, I like them. And this is something that people don't expect. Something that you're afraid if people found out, they made fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to that. Okay. I feel like we should save Monica for last because she always has that like rating tip of the day or whatever it is. So let's do Sayori. We're just gonna go down the line. Sayori. Ooh. I like this one, Zach. There's some nice feeling in it. Oh, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Hehe. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's just why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me either. Cool. Why can't you at least try giving it some thought? You wanna write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. If you're always thinking about other people, you need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of like sweet and sour. It's not onomatopoeia, but it's what's that word called? Where it's like where you take like opposite terms and combine it. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up right now. So, combining opposite words. Combining two opposite words. Oxymoron. That's what it's called. Yeah, Sour Patch Kids, that's another one. An oxymoron. It comes from the Greek word whose literal translation is pointedly foolish. An oxymoron is a figure of speech in which two apparently contradictory terms appear together. Yeah, so that. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Yuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice, happy rainbow. Siri, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Zach. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a little bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is straight to make amends. Or Starlight. Vampire's excellent reading. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper, my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and it comes in my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. Dang, that reminds me of that movie, Mother. If you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I want to hear Alex and more on Civil War. How can you have a Civil War? Hello there, my good sir. But yeah, sorry, my most sorry. I mean, you know, I feel like with that first Civil War, I feel like that was probably the case because a lot of the times it was like neighbors fighting with each other. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Dang, that's kind of a deep poem. Holy crap. Sierra, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sierra's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I feel like that's something I do a lot actually too. There'll be some things I pick up and then like Gara Lugan, like I still haven't like finished the series yet. I started it like a month ago and I forgot to like finish it, so I'm gonna have to like watch that again at some point. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you Like it? Zach, this one might be better than yesterday's. How'd you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. Oh no. No! Don't tell me that she's been bullied. We stand the shy queen Yuri. If anyone bullies her, they're gonna go through me. I wonder why. Anyway, you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. This was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps it's merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Huh, that's actually kind of deep. So I'm guessing the raccoon, and this is the first time I've broken one of these poems down. I'm guessing that the raccoon is just imagery of how the narrator views himself. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotion through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that sounds a lot like Natsuki's poem, actually. That's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anyone. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you do have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Zach. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Alright, and now, Monica. Hi again, Zach. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get that much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I even don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. Well, I mean, she's an introvert. I mean, as an introvert myself, I kind of understand that feeling. Like, there's certain aspects of myself that I really don't want to share with people, so that kind of stuff I kind of keep close to the chest. But other stuff that I don't really like care about, I'm like, yeah, I'll open up about this. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Who told you this, Monica? Who supplied you this information? You completely misunderstood. Haha, calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Ah! Wait, really? Yeah, the fictional one is Monica. Monica, if you do that again, I swear, I will walk right out of this literature club. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors. They won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise. It won't stop. Violent. Grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, consign, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Because there's something at the end. Load me. Okay, yes. Yes, and dubiously. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing that I never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. Whoa, oh, it's magic, you know. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes, asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as the physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Okay, what's going on here? What is this? What in the world's going on? Okay, hold on. This is getting bizarre. This is getting flat out weird. Or when something unexpected might happen. Okay. Alright, Monica. I'm watching you now. You're on high alert. Monica is #1 priority. High alert. Keep all eyes on her. Wait. Is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Siri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sir, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah. We're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. So, just out of curiosity, is this poems that we write ourselves? Is this the one that we grab? Because, I might be, rocking with some, Edgar Allan Poe. You get that whole thing started, you quote the Raven Nevermore, that shit hits hard. But the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Siri's putting it all on the poster in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee. Siri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? No, well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature's all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent.
So silent, no one can hear it. Not even the police.
Siri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Siri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. See, I don't like this. I don't like when the game forces me to like make a decision like that, because I personally would be like, no, we should just like keep this more like kind of intimate, kind of close, you know. If people would just walk by and they hear it, and then cool. But I mean, I feel like just performing in front of a whole bunch of people is not a good idea. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna aw man, it's had to be one of ours? No Edgar Allan Poe, this is bullshit. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. If this something she's done before? Wait, is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Siri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances to each of us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. The This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Character folders? Why would I look at those? Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Zach liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work at all. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem to challenge you a little more. We don't have much time before the next festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Zach. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Zach lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Hey! That's where he scuffed. Natsuki! It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me and make me feel terribly awkward.
It's okay. Just imagine them naked.
Oh no, they're hot! I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone... Wait, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are y'all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Wait, Shonen Jump? Oh, hold on. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhyme and rhythm to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for the other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you wouldn't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before this festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. Oh, hell yeah. Edgar Allan Poe. Let's go. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Ah, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll just have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal of it. It must be a little nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Zach, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Hey. Well... You're really gonna make me do this game. You're really gonna... You're really gonna... I can already feel it. I can already feel it. This is a harem. This is harem visual novel stuff right here. It's like, oh yeah, which one's your favorite? What you gonna make? Bro, either way, like, no one's gonna be satisfied, bro. This is scuffed. Yuri, okay, Yuri. I choose Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Haha, you admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. You say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. Yeah, see? Alright, listen kids. Lying is bad. If you like someone else, just tell them. Because if you're just gonna drag them along, that's kind of scuffed. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen at that time? Aw, here we go. Another poem. Boo-doo, 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 boo-doo. Okay. Har. All shall. Yes. Heaven said, I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith. God, that song's awesome. Essence. There we go. Contamination. Tenacious, maybe. Yeah, there we go. That works too. Okay. Dream. Wow. Holy. Okay. Unrestrained. Uncanny. Wow. Okay, I'm actually, like, not even doing this on purpose anymore. Melancholy. These are just words that I like. Anyway, there we go. Let's give her some love. Lust. Ooh. As Jerry Lynn would say, ooh. Disarray. Extraordinary. Alright. Have you ever heard Somewhere I Belong by Linkin Park? Hit me every time. Dude, I love that song. Somewhere I Belong. Isn't that off Meteora? Hold on, let me look. I got Linkin Park right here. Yeah, Somewhere I Belong. That's right off Meteora. I actually got that as a ringtone for my phone. Like, that's one of, like, the 4 alarms I have. Let's see. Actually, let me, just real quick, let me look at the different gimmicks. I got Somewhere I Belong by Linkin Park. I got A Grave Mistake by Ice Nine Kills. I got Eternally Yours by Motionless in White. So, like, those are, like, the main 3 I use. I also got The Road to Hell is Paved with Good Intentions by God, what's the name of that band? Hold on. Crap. What's the name of that band? Hold on. I can look it up right now. Boo 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 doo doo. Alright, so on. Taking a quick intermission. Road to Hell is Paved with Good Intentions. Oh, In Fear and Faith. That's the name of the band. Hold on. Wait, hold on. There's like one that's blocked out. Meager. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Am I seeing things? Okay. Graveyard. I saw light of day. Despise. Entropy. Okay, hold on. These words are getting darker as this progresses. Okay, let's, Christ. Forgive, okay. Melody, oh, okay. I feel like I got more. Oh, wait, hold on. I feel like I got more Yuri's, though, so I'll probably count that. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Let me ask you guys. Should I continue, or should I stop it there? Okay, hold on. Why do you only see... Hold on. Do I have to do this again? I really hate when it does that. Alright, let me just ask you guys real quick. Should I stop it here, or should I keep going? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Yeah, I don't know why, but like it's been like my stream's just been buggy lately. You're close to the end. Oh, I'm close to the end? Okay, alright, F that. I'm gonna probably end it here. That way I have like more videos to do with this. Because at this point I'm just like trying to wait out whatchamacallit, Cyberpunk 2077. Keep it going. Okay, hold on. First of all, let me see when Cyberpunk's coming out. That way I know. Hold on, Cyberpunk release date. Cause I'm definitely streaming that. Like, there's no doubt about that. Although I'm kind of there's some aspects I'm worried that Twitch is gonna be like, oh, bonk. Boop, 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 boop. December 10th. And it is the 1st. So let's see. We got. Oh, that's next Thursday. Okay, so yeah, next. Okay, keep going. Alright, I'll keep it going until the next poem. Alright, I'll make you guys a deal. I'll keep it going to the next poem segment, and then we'll stop it. Okay? Does that sound good to you guys? Alright, so I'm gonna keep it going. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. I'll be honest, I've never actually been to like a school festival, so this is something, I don't know if this is just like a Japanese thing, or if this like happens in other places, and maybe I just missed out. Like how Vampire missed out on prom and all that stuff. But you know, Vampire doesn't care about missing out from prom, because Vampire thinks that prom is overrated anyways. You sound a bit like Siri all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Yep, we're still keeping a tight watch on Monica. I don't really care for festivals, homecoming, proms, and etc. I just don't care for it. Yeah, I mean, and like, I will say, you know, when I was a human, in like, well, what's the freshman, sophomore. So sophomore year of high school, when I was a human, I was a lot more popular, and so, you know, I cared a bit more about those dances, like Sadie Hawkins and all that stuff. Sadie Hawkins is the one where the girl invites you, and I was surprised that I got invited. Because I was like, you know, it's probably gonna be the one, like, festival I don't go to. But sure enough, there was an upperclassman that I thought was really cute that invited me, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So, yeah. And, I went to it was kind of a homecoming. I don't know. So yeah, I was more focused on that, but after that, when I became more introverted, I was like, I don't care about any of this. Like, at that point, if I go to parties, it's just to really hang out with, like, my friends. We'll kind of just chill in the corner. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri or Siri's anyway. Excuse me. Where's Siri anyway? Oh, there you are. Siri's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Siri. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Because when you assume, you make an ass out of me and you. Jeez, you shouldn't worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Siri shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I wordedly glance at Siri before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she knows anything about Siri recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. My homecoming was, with my GF at the time, and I was just there. Didn't dance and etc. But you know, that's it. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that, honestly. Like, despite how popular I was, I didn't really, you know, date anyone. I was just like, you know, I'm kind of, it's weird. I'm really timid when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, this may really sound weird, but I really don't want to be the one that makes the first step to do it, because I'm just so afraid that if I take that first step, that it's just not gonna work. That I'm gonna either get rejected, or you just rejected, I guess, or, you know, it's just not gonna work out. So I'd rather let the girl ask me out. That way I know that she actually likes me, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather, you know, that part, I'd rather her take the lead and ask me out. That way I know that she likes me, because I don't want to assume that someone likes me and then I ask them out and be like, oh, I'm actually interested in this other person, because that sucks. Like, really bad. So, and that, with that kind of, as far as that kind of thing, that's more where how I kind of figure. Zach, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sierra recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast lately. Trust me, I know how you feel sometimes to be ballsy, sometimes I'm like that. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely not the ballsy type at all. I'm not like Shotzi Blackheart. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayuri, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Zach. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking with her myself. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Zach. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sarah talks about you a lot more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sarah is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. Pocket full of sunshine. Ooh. Just get all these music references. That always happens to me. I'll say something that triggers a song and I just like sing it. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Zach. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my mind. Out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Siri is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Siri and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from her. I sigh and set myself down. I know Siri told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over a book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't do anything. But I could tell that you just wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. And not that I was staring at anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. Sorry guys, my nose, I couldn't breathe. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Siri. Siri? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Siri and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Zach, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath the plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something like that behind it after all? I think that Siri is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Siri, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold, even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Alright, so yeah, apparently it's just based off who you get the most, and I did like a lot of Yuri in that poem. Okay, everyone. As some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Yuri. Let's see. We should check on Yuri actually, and make sure she's okay. Just double checking. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Oh my god, man, am I that obvious? Am I really that obvious where everyone's like, oh yeah, you definitely love Yuri, don't you? Ooh. It's like, man. Whatever. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Zach. Yuri, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. Very obvious. Hey, betrayal! I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Yuri? Tell Maka I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Yuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. That's not good. Okay, down the straight line again. Natsuki, alright, let's have her shit all over my poem again. Meh. I guess you really haven't learned anything after all. Honestly, I don't know why I got my hopes up in the first place. What? I didn't think this one was that bad. What did I do wrong? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know, Yuri would love this this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean, ugh. Looks like I'm in trouble. Wasted. Man, this stream is gonna be like really fun to edit when I do like the best of moments and stuff like that, or when I like put out clips and like I just like put edits on them. This stream is definitely gonna be a lot of fun to do. I somehow struck a nerve though. What I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. That's what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh! Yikes. That's brutal. That's pretty brutal. Alright, you know what? Finally, someone who will appreciate my writing. Zach, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you show me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it's ever come to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. No! Ah! Zach, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. No! Gabe, no! No!
You done it now. You gonna make a big mistake. Kicking asshole asses.
Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. Aw, no! This reminds me of the episode of SpongeBob. When, after that, like, one accident where he was, like, you know, sandboarding or whatever, and he, like, broke his back or something like that. Like, he broke into tiny pieces, and he just, like, stayed inside because he was like, I'm not going outside. I got my... This thing is like, aren't you gonna be lonely? And SpongeBob was like, well, I got my friends right here. Penny, Chip, and use tissue. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. Who's... hold on, who's making fun of your body type, bro? I gotta, like, meet these people. I got... oh yeah, his ass, true. He broke his ass. God. That meme is so true that I saw on Twitter at this point. I want to know who's making fun of her body type. Who's making fun of Yuri, bro? I'm gonna bully these people back. The No Bully Yuri Squad. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Zach. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Zach. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, well then fuck them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Oh, she's blushing. Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling and she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Alright. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. Oh, hold on. We're getting Part 2, baby! The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette, restricting the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows, closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I'm too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication... hold on. Fuck. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. Hold on. I can't, man. My nose right now. Sorry guys, usually I'm not this bad. It's usually like around like spring or something that I'm like this bad. Sorry. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand and the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green and my heart is amber. I gotta say, this is probably like the most romantic poem that Yuri has written so far. Like, I feel like it's... And this is more like a kind of gothic romance poem. Like if Crimson Peak was a poem, this would be it. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poem usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Did this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate and respond to her warm touch. You can, the poem is, Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. Yeah, you know, before Monica is like, Zach and Yuri sitting in a tree, Kissing. You know, that whole, like, middle school shit, I hate that. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Alright, well, Monica it is. Monica. Hi, Zach. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing. Performing in front of a bunch of people? I'll have to give it more thought. Like I said, Edgar Allan Poe. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Zach. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? I don't know, maybe I'm a pervert. maybe Vampire's a bit of a pervert, but he feels like that's a bit of a double entendre. Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. Oh, hell yeah, Telltale Heart? Bro, that phone goes crazy. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all of the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Man, what's wrong with that? You know, two friends hanging out, reading vampire kisses. Bro, leave us alone. Well, I just feel bad that she's had a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure that she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm gonna hurt her. Sir, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might actually hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my phone with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather. A dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there's no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. Well, I mean, don't tell Will Smith that. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning a lot and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Aha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Alright, you know what? Hold on, red flag, high alert on Monica. I slipped a little bit, but I'm back, full force, full eyes on you. Vampire is not letting you leave his sight. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share writing because you're afraid it's not that good? I mean, you know, when I did one thing, yeah, I was, but then I turned out to be the best at it, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much effort into. If you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, E3. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. No! No! You know, Monica, you've been acting weird. You've been raising some red flags. You've been doing all this stuff, and now this, Yuri. Now this. I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going. I don't like this at all. Nope. Vampire doesn't like this. Not one bit. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Siri isn't here. It seems you're right. Siri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on! She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? Oh, she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you being all lovey-dovey. Alright, well, you know what? That's it. I did it just to debunk that theory because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of you saying that me and Siri are a couple because it's not true. It's not true. It's not true, damn it, it's not true. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Siri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out what the rest of the festival preparations, so... What did she say, Monica? Why are you avoiding the question? I feel like you're withholding information. As the president of the Literature Club, you withholding information is, it's kind of suspicious. It's kind of... Hold on. Emergency meeting. Brew. Yeah, Monica's kind of sus. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Siri will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Siri enough credit. I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind's already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Zach. The one who truly is useless. Haha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? Oh, here we go. Shucky, juggy, quack, quack. It's good. How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monica is going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. I caught myself. From, you know, messing up, but yeah. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Zach may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that! How hard can it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Zach to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? So what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Zach to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Zach, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. I'm putting too much pressure on me. But of course, I'm going to go with... I mean... Honestly, who do y'all think I'm gonna be going with? Who? Man, if you haven't been watching the stream, or watched last stream, then you obviously know. Alright, yeah. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something to me. No. I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Zach? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Zach? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Zach picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. Yeah. Die! I mean, when you put it that way, yeah, I guess. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something that Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of this whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. My cupcakes are gonna rule ass. that's what Natsuki was supposed to say. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? Here we go, boys. Ooh. I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. As Taz would say, act like you've been here before. Yeah, I've been here before. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Yes. About that. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Zach. I think that will make a very productive team. If you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's gonna be coming over to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Oh, hold on, it's already Sunday. No, hold on. Alright, nope, see? We're saving it. Saving it right here. I feel like Sunday actually would be a good day to continue this. You know, that way I'm doing it the day of the event. And plus, you know, since Cyberpunk comes out next Thursday, I'm definitely gonna stream that day one. So I'll do that, and then I'll just transition between Cyberpunk and Doki Doki. And then after Doki Doki, I'll just, depending on how far I am on Cyberpunk, I'll just go full blown. And maybe, just maybe, I'll throw on some Nekopara too. You know, do some of that weeb stuff. I got the new Hyper Dimension Neptunia game too. Throw that in there too. So yeah, when Cyberpunk comes out, I'm gonna be streaming like a lot more. Plus, you know, when when my human counterpart finishes college, I'll be able to like stream a lot more regularly. So yeah. With that being said, guys, hold on. Control 2. There we go. Yeah. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna end the stream today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Yeah. So, keep. Continuing was a great decision. Thank you so much, Demios, for suggesting that. And yeah, I will see you guys on Sunday. So bye. Vampire says bye. See you later.